What's going on? This is Bully the Kid, and this video is something that I've recently figured out about myself. I've always said that my dream setup is to have a whole Aguilar system, or maybe a whole TC electronic system, but pretty much the whole Aguilar system. Tone hammer, 2 112s. Feel like that's my dream setup. If you know how much these things cost, I think an Aggie AG700 costs about $900, $800. I know the 112s cost at least $1,000 a piece. I don't have that money to just be dropping on a dream system, so it's just kind of one of those golden grill things. If I ever come into it and make it big doing YouTube or make it big in life, I'll buy this setup and I'll have it because I always wanted it. I like how it sounds. I like the company as a whole. But gigging around town, the common thing that I run into when I meet bass players or whenever I meet musicians is you want to be able to set up fast and you want to be able to get out of there fast. So with that being said, the days of lugging around 200 pounds worth of amplifiers and cabinets for me never even started. Like as soon as I got into the game, I was doing combos 115, then I split that up into 410 cabinet and a head, small head, something I could just put in the back, you know, my backpack or whatever. And as time goes on, my laziness is getting more and more and more, and I'm looking for compact, get in there, set up, get out. So with that being said, I have my beast, my red boom bass cabinet 1015, and I think that weighs in at about 32 pounds. It's a 10 in the front and a 15 inside, firing down. That's my all-purpose workhorse. Like, it's 32 pounds, comes with a tweeter. The setup is a dream. Like, I love the cabinet. I like it so much. I wanted to buy another one, but I don't have a need because it's so easy, so light, so portable. It don't make sense for me to buy another one. You know what I'm saying? So I might still get a 10, 12 setup just to have it because, you know, lighter. Why not? You know? And I think those go for probably $1,000. I know my 1015 cost me at least, I think 10, like 1,000. I think 1099. I think. I don't know. But yeah, I love it. It's been my workhorse. I recently bought the Fender Stage 800 because I wanted to do a few more things with amp modeling and amp shaping and being able to switch from solo to regular bass lines faster. That was a thing I wanted to do, and I didn't have a backup to my beast if it just so happened to go out on me. You know, I don't want to be stuck in the water, so I have 2 setups now. Now, what I will say is I recently made a purchase that I'm probably gonna be doing a demo video on in the next week and a half, and it is it's like a pocket-sized bass amp that you can plug into your cabinet, and it has a regular 1/4-inch jack on the back of it, and I'm gonna use it with an adapter to plug into my boom bass cabinet's 1015 speak-on jack. I think it's gonna be real nice. I can put it in my gig bag. Don't have to worry about, you know, beating it up or nothing. Cost me about $300. The thing I'm talking about is the Trace Elliott Elf. I watched all the reviews. I've never actually demoed it or actually played it, but I've seen enough reviews to feel like, yeah, this is the pocket size situation I need. I don't need it, I just want it. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. I bought it from Z Sounds and it cost me $299. Put it on a payment plan because why not, you know? And it's supposed to be shipping out today. So hopefully next week sometime I'll be able to do a full demo of what I think of the little amp, and maybe help y'all out with something that's a little pocket-sized thing. From everything I've seen, the amp is probably like that big. It's probably like that big. And I have big hands, but aside from that, the fact that I can put it in my pocket for real is crazy. So I'll be doing a little something like that. But I made this video to basically talk about where my head has been as far as me playing bass and doing stuff like that. I used to think bigger sounds were better. You know, I gotta have 215s, I gotta have 810s. I don't have to have all that. I'm not a rock star. I'm not playing rock gigs. And if I am, chances are I'll be going through the PA system anyway with my little monitoring situation. So why do I need to buy a big old stadium rig? You know, just food for thought. You know, you don't have to spend $5,000 to get your dream set up. You could actually do it. You could actually get a bass, an amp, and be gigging for about maybe $600. Just depends on what bass you get, what amp you get. But you really can be gigging for about $500, $600. Just depends. Just to prove a point, you can get you can go to Rondo Music and you can pick up a bass. P bass, jazz bass, you'll pay about $150, right? Then you can go to, you know, Sweetwater or Guitar Center or whatever, and you could pick up an amp. A TC Electronic, I think 210 or 115. You can get both of them for probably like $279, $379, somewhere in there. You can have, that's a full setup right there, and then you have functionality because of the electronics and the TC cab. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to sound good or to sound like somebody that you envision. You know what I'm saying? You can do this on a budget. Don't let anybody tell you different. Anyway, until next time. This is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all be easy.